Hello, everybody. I know you're not used to seeing my face or the fish back there. I'm stepping in for Bobby. Bobby's being a good dad and putting the kids to bed. We're going to add in an old friend to the stream right now, though, Mr. Wolfgang. Wolfie, how are you today?
Good evening, Steve. Good, good. Was a very hot day, but we survived at the pool.
Pools are a wonderful thing. Do they cool them during the summer to keep them from getting
Yeah,
too
yeah,
hot?
they have to. They have to here. I don't know actually how they do it, but there's two waterfalls that might bring in cool water. I don't
Oh,
know, but they did a good job today. Probably pool was around 83, 84.
that's not bad. Definitely cools you off.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So, what are you wearing today?
Uh 50 fathoms.
Oh, I love that. That gold is so nice.
Yep, I love it.
I'm wearing the old Bobby Yub, the Submariner favorite now. I had just taken it off because I was just playing around 3D printing a watch and phone stand. Unfortunately, it's not plugged in right now, but
What's that?
this is a base that you can put on a couple of watches and a charger for a phone.
Hmm.
And then once you put it all together, charge your phone, rest your timepiece,
Nice.
playing around with some 3D printing, some new concepts. So I heard you had some visitors.
Yep. Amin is
Awesome.
backstage, she says.
Is he? I don't see him down at the bottom.
Just reading the chat. Yeah, should be there.
Where do we find backstage?
Should be there where I was. No, I mean I have no idea about the StreamYard thing.
Yeah, I see you and I down there. I don't see Amin though.
I'm sorry, I can't help.
Me neither. I'm new to the StreamYard thing. Let me see. Can we just drop the link? Do do do.
Probably.
The heck is his name these days? I
Oh,
found him. There we go.
Hey guys, maybe I'm using the wrong link. I don't know.
And the magic
I,
works after all. Very cool. Welcome back from Vegas.
Good to be here. How's it going?
Nice. How was your trip back?
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, good flight. The trip there was better, but the trip back was, was okay. I mean, being there was better. We got to go longer next time.
yep, definitely.
Yeah, I heard it was an amazing time. I definitely have it on the list. My work supports people out there, and I keep doing more and more stuff for them. So I'm bucking for the free trip. But from what I hear, that's not too bad either.
Yeah, you should go. We had a blast.
Was a
Other
bit
than
toasty, but Amin
other-
survived. The family survived, right?
yeah, walking outside was surreal when it was like close to 115 degrees, something like
Yeah,
that.
probably.
It
Yeah.
was that was if it was a surreal experience. I felt like I was in a movie. You
Yeah.
know, I told Wolfie it felt like I was on Dune or um, Tatooine or something. Not
Breathing heavy.
sweaty, not sweaty because it was dry and the breathing felt okay. It just on your skin you could tell something's not right, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like your skin might burn off into the ether.
Do you get that sometimes there, or is this a new experience, Wolfie?
No. In the summer, I mean, the guys picked like a real hot weekend, right?
Yeah.
It's usually it's between 105, 110 in July, but this weekend, yeah, 115, maybe 16. Yeah, it's
You
it's
know,
like Amin said, it's dry. As long as you don't walk fast, it's fine. The
you
pool,
guys weren't
not
planning a
too
whole
big.
lot of athletic
Yeah,
activities. You weren't going out playing golf and mini karts,
no,
go
no,
karts.
all indoors really, most of the time.
Yeah, just leave for the pools. Very cool. Let me
Yep.
see here.
Where's Mr. Dib?
Wilson asked what watch I'm wearing. Wearing the Citizen
Ooh,
Tortoise.
Oh, I like that. Those seem to have perpetuated through the group.
Yep. Nice Wolfie.
well,
It's
maybe nice might not be the right word, but it's kind of cool.
it's pretty cool. I like mine.
Is it solar?
It
Yeah.
is solar. Um Dib, are you gonna jump in or just take shots? Take shots at us.
Yeah,
Of course. That's his best.
where's Mr. Dib?
Oh,
So
found a Mr. Legs. I can cancel my present. I started to add him.
Hey,
hey Rob.
hey guys. Hey, how you doing? Hey Steve, thanks
Hey,
for getting it warmed up for us. Appreciate it. Hang out though, man. Don't go anywhere.
I
Uh,
gotta go do something with the wife, but I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
you got it. You got it. Hey Amin.
Hey
Hey
Steve.
Wolfie, what's going on?
Oh, good.
Not too much, Rob. How are you?
Good. Hey, I'm sure you guys have already talked about what you're wearing on wrist. So I will just jump in and say that I'm wearing my BB58 and I got the Uncle Seiko 5-link bracelet on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It
So
looks great.
thanks, man. Also got something in the mail today, but we'll do a little bit more of a formal reveal in the next couple of days in regards to that.
That you get something else in the mail?
Yeah, I got something else in the mail today.
What's
You
going
didn't
on?
s-
It's like
you didn't
4
see
watches
this?
in 4 days.
First of
I
all,
I
it's like
appreciate it.
first of all, it's 3 watches in the last like week. But
All of which were scheduled.
they were all they were all scheduled. Yeah, yeah. Hey, so did you guys start talking about Vegas?
A little bit, just about the weather.
Just a little.
Just about the letter. Let me know if you've seen already these. It's sweaty ball weather. Okay, yeah, very much so. Um, so, all right, let's do a recap because we were trying to get you guys to come on last Friday, and I understand you guys are having dinner. You didn't want to come on. I heard the big Wolfgang put a kibosh to that, and
How
that's
the hell are we supposed to come on from the restaurant?
hey man, Tim. If Tim Wright can do it, we can do it.
Mhm.
Right? No?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. No, it's totally cool, totally understandable. I did promise a lot of people on the chat that you guys were going to come on, so people went to bed that night disappointed. But anyway, look, I mean, so I guess the best way to start was, how was Div as a house guest?
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
He did
was-
shed a lot of hair. We found out this morning, like
What is he, a Labrador Retriever? What do you?
yeah, my wife said it kind of looked like we had a pet staying over in there. But I guess it's natural for Mr.
Yeah.
Dip,
Yeah.
Mr. Dibby.
Yeah.
We
So
found out that
funny.
he had a new nickname. He his nickname is Dibby. Actually, we didn't know, but he gave it to the Rolex dealership. And while we were there, and he put himself on the list for a few pieces, we found out that he's called Dibby. I had no idea.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
He was in the system as Dibby. So I didn't know.
So wait a second. He calls himself Dibby.
Seems like.
To-
I mean, he was in the system as Dibby.
I know the actual story, but I'm gonna leave it as the way you're saying it
Aw.
to see if Dib feels the need to come on here and set it straight.
Well, I think he's out with some of his friends.
Well, in that case,
He says he's in bed.
I think what he
Oh,
said
he's in
is
bed?
he
Yeah.
goes by Dibby sometimes, just not to us. But he likes the watch dealers to call him Dibby.
But you've been a Wolfie. You've met him with his mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did she call him Dibby?
No. It was all new to me. Maybe he only goes by Dibby at the high-end dealerships.
Oh,
When he hunts for Patek and Rolex, maybe that's where he goes under Dibby.
wow.
I don't know. We gotta ask him next time.
Dib molted in Wolfie's house. Dibby is his legal name. Dib for short. That was a mistake by a Westerner.
He's
Leave it to
changing
the
his
Westerners
story.
to butcher for
Before
really
he
good
said
editing.
Quran, put it in there.
Yeah, relax, Dibby. So
I heard that name from Detroit Spartan so many times. It happened almost every hour. Relax, Dib.
Hey, how you doing? Hublot knows him by Dibby. Hashtag wait, how's it racist? How's it any of this racist?
It's not racist at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
ridiculous.
so like I can't not call him Dibby now. I mean, like I gotta call him Dibby for like the rest of his life that I
Seems
know
like
him.
it's his name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He
Okay,
likes
so
it.
I'm getting the impression he was a good house guest, and just shed a little bit, right? Shed a little bit of hair,
Yeah.
but other than
No
that,
big deal. Still
no big
fine.
no deal. You get
Did,
one of those
did he
vacuums.
shed head hair, you think, or were they shorter than that?
His whole body is covered in hair, right? I mean, the back, everything, everywhere you look, here's every hair everywhere. So I guess when he showers or when he just walks, it's kind of coming off.
Philip Saffett, Dib looks like a Dibby.
That's actually true, especially when he shaves.
Hey Nilo, what's going on? How you doing? Dibby Las Vegas. Okay. Look, all right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes over here. Hey,
yeah.
so you guys get all together. It's a great group of guys getting together. There's about 5 or 6 of you guys, and wives, right? And there's some wives there, and so what does that first day look like in the watch shop? Because we're just going to be talking about watches here. We're not going to talk about extracurricular activities. We're talking about watch, unless you guys want to talk about that. But anyway. What does the first day look like for you, Wolfie? I think Amin, you came in later, or
came
the next
here
day.
late first day.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do on Friday?
Did you go to Horologio? Did you
Yeah,
go?
I think we went to Orologio, Beluso, and Watches of Switzerland, I think, on Friday, right? Amin, you weren't there.
I went Saturday, but Saturday I went to Horologio. I went to is Beluso the one with the IWC and Panerai and
downstairs.
VC?
Yep.
I went to those two places on Saturday too.
Yeah, that's kind of like, Horologio and Peluso is kind of in Palazzo where most of the guys were staying, or all of them. So you kind of walk by it all the time, right? So we've been in there, I don't know, multiple times.
Yeah. And so okay, so th- what I'm getting at is like I'm trying to find like some. You guys did a lot of uh, watch window shopping. Before I talk about getting tempted by anything and walking away with a piece that day or in those days, was there anything that like really kind of stuck out to you that you were surprised stuck out to you? Like something that you were not expecting to be impressed by and you were. Amin, was there anything like that?
Actually, Wolfie's. I'll put it up here if I
Yeah, sure.
can. Wolfgang's Moser really stood out to me. Actually, it's a rose gold and titanium. They call it midnight blue. I had to look this up because Moser has like funky blue, Arctic blue, blue lagoon, but this is called midnight blue, and it was really really striking. So not one of the store ones. Um, I can show some of the AP wrist shots from the next day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So this AP diver, offshore diver, it's pretty cool. And then a couple of the chronographs. This is one of the
that's one of the pieces I was very impressed with that I
Oh,
had
okay.
never seen.
AP diver chronographs.
Is that
And
a greenish dial or is that
No, this is
gray?
gray titanium.
Gray
Okay.
titanium. And then actually not this. Did I lose it already? Let's see.
The other chrono.
Yeah, the other chrono. I have a picture. The other chrono was, less subtle. Oh, sorry. Let me unshare for a minute.
Yeah, those two chronos were very impressive. I think probably the coolest, very sporty, big chronos I've ever seen.
Yeah. Choice point Wilson could use some of Div's hair. Referring to Wilson's lack of head hair, I presume. Who lost most at the poker table? I don't know. You guys didn't do that much gambling, right? Or any at all, right?
No, I
No.
haven't put anything in any slot machine or anything this trip.
Yeah, I didn't do any
That's the
gambling.
babies.
This one I thought was very striking.
Yeah. So
incredible.
So your AP trip. So like Fed came out. Federico came out with a video the other day about recommendations for brands, and he was commenting on the boutique experience at AP. Not being the greatest. How are you? How did you feel you were treated there, Amin, when you went?
I think this just real quick. This Yachtmaster Yellow Gold was also pretty awesome. We were treated amazingly well, but I think I don't know if it was our friend Mike or if it was Wolfgang, but somebody set it up. Scheduled it. You knew somebody there, right, Wolfgang? I mean, the whole experience was wonderful. I mean,
we already knew the guy. Mike and me went there first in February, I think. He's a very nice guy. He's a watch guy, so he's interested in other brands. You can tell he's a watch guy. I've heard, before 2023, the AP boutique experiences that I personally had and what I was hearing was abysmal, but it seems like it's changing. We're not only, we had good experiences. We went there 3 times, I think, this year. We kind of text him that we're coming, right? So we're not showing up out of the blue. But, right, I mean, there were people there. They just came in and looked around, and they were treated fine.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a little different than it previously was. And we heard it from Beverly Hills and other, boutiques. So brand might be changing. Like Amin said, we were like a pretty big group at some point, right? There were probably 6 people at the table. The guy took 90 minutes. We saw whatever we wanted to see. He was in no rush. He made no sale. He took all the time explaining, answering any question. You can't really
Taught
make
us
it any
all
better.
about the watches. I mean,
Oh wow.
every aspect of the watches. Taught us about the Code 1159 in detail. Talked about all the novelties. Yeah, he very laid back and courteous, respectful.
Detroit Spartan was. By the way, Wolfie's the best host ever. Amin's the nicest person I've ever met.
Wolfie
and,
is the best host ever.
and Dibby's a sweetheart.
And Dibby is definitely a sweetheart. And Detroit Spartan is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Did anyone? Okay, so we're not going to get to that yet, but I promise you we'll address that. Were those exhibition watches or for sale? I
Those were all
presume at AP.
exhibition, all exhibition.
Yeah.
They were working, but they're exhibition.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if Amin took a picture. There was a rose gold blue dial Royal Oak that I was super impressed with, and I'm not even a real Royal Oak fanboy.
I got it.
But they had many pieces there that they probably could have. I don't know. They probably could have made 200K if they had them for sale there, right?
Yeah.
So it's a weird situation where they just don't have it, right? So the guy could have made a gigantic commission that day, but he just doesn't have them.
That's
so
crazy.
They now
That's
take
wow.
the time and they show you and they explain and you chat and you
Yeah.
talk, and then you just have to wait, right? So
These guys got to be paid salary, right? I mean, maybe some sort of salary commission combination, because like if they can't sell anything, like why even like work for the, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I have no idea,
Yeah.
probably a base salary, and then when they sell something, right, they get a good commission, maybe.
Must be. Dib is saying the AP experience in Vegas was leagues ahead of the experience at the Atlanta boutique. Brand own is the way to go instead of AD owned boutique. You can just buy APs instead of other SHIT. What did you guys think of the 1159? Oh, there's Amin.
Look
Oh
at
yeah,
this.
that's nice.
This was a
Wow.
spectacular piece.
Let me do a solo layout on that one, Amin. Let's do that again if you can. Oh yeah, I love that. So that's rose. Is that rose gold or yellow gold with the blue?
Rose gold, yeah.
Rose gold with the
what
blue.
a combination! That's a beauty. What did you guys think about the 1159?
Oh, I
You like that watch, right?
Yeah. With that watch, it depends on the dial, right? It depends on the case. Is absolutely spectacular. I mean, it's one of the best, if definitely one of the best, coolest cases I've ever seen. And then it depends on the dial, right? They only had one piece there, a chrono. I think it was like black dial, Amin, right?
Yep. Here's that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. That looks good.
So that was a very cool chrono, right?
Yep.
They have some of the older models are a little, I don't like them that much. The dials were a little plain, like flat. And then a year later, they came out with a bit more fumé, right, on the time onlys. So they started getting better. And then this year, they came out with the steel models where we weren't able to see one yet. But on pictures, those look even better almost. So I think the whole line is an absolute killer. The tourbillons they have, the star wheel, lots of great watches. You just have to, kind of see which one it is, right? Is the dial kind of keeping up with the case and everything else, or is it kind of plain and boring?
Yeah.
Wolfie, what do you think of this the 37 millimeter silver?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think
gorgeous,
of
right?
that?
For dip, for smaller wristed people.
But the actual style of the watch, you like this one?
Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, I like it too.
But it's just, I really like the Code 1159, the case and everything. I like it. It's way more interesting than the Royal Oaks. It's just that, we couldn't really see the steel ones yet. Maybe they're coming in later or next year. Maybe we get to see some. So it's kind of hard to, you go from pictures and videos. But it's a very interesting watch for sure.
Well, because Baller Scott's saying my thing with the higher end sports watches is I'd rather just go big on a dress watch. I can understand that sentiment, Scott. I can understand that. So great experience at the AP boutique. You guys get to sit down with the guy for an hour and a half. He tells you a lot about the watches and really educates you on those pieces. Where else do you go after that? Now, is everything like in the same like location, or do you have to like walk in the heat or what? Like what is next after AP?
We went to lunch. No, there's not much. I mean, Amin
Okay.
and his son were they were showing big balls. They did some outside walking. I didn't,
Yeah,
I drove
A
everything.
little bit.
yeah.
But then we went to lunch to the Forum shops and had cigars, some of us, and so split up a little.
Right
I-
after AP, we had these modified honey balls.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Yeah.
was Dib with you? Oh, sorry, wrong person. Hold on, and let me get. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Was that at an Indian style restaurant?
No, it was Asian.
This
Asian?
was Asian.
Was Dib with you?
Yes.
Yep.
What was his take on those sort of dessert balls?
I think they're they're basically like the honey balls he's used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're all honey balls, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all just honey balls.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey balls are honey
I
balls.
think that wasn't that where Dip had his first sushi, right? Wasn't
Yes.
that lunch? Yeah.
It was.
So wait, so he had sushi for the first time
Yeah,
and a
Ever.
steak
I
at the
think so.
first time?
Steaks, same day at night. But I think it
Wow.
was. Where the hell did we go on Saturday? No, that was Saturday.
That was
It was
Saturday.
Saturday. So first Friday he had the steak in the evening.
No.
and then,
Saturday, because I got there late Friday. So he had the steak. Oh no, you're right. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
it was.
Friday
It must
night
have been because
steak.
AP was
You're right.
Saturday, so we went
And
to
Saturday
the Asian-
lunch.
Yeah. So
Sushi.
first steak, first time, and then sushi lunch next day, first
Yep.
time.
Friday steak.
Yeah.
Hey Neil, good to see you.
His
Okay.
first steak was a filet mignon.
Oh,
From,
yeah.
From
Okay.
a very nice restaurant.
How did he have it? Well done, rare, medium rare. I hope medium rare.
Medium, I believe.
Medium.
I
Okay.
think probably Wilson ordered for him maybe, or Detroit Spartan. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Or medium
Wait a
rare.
sec- Wait a second. Detroit Spartan and or Wilson ordered for Deb.
I'm not 100% sure where they were sitting, but one of them I think kind of took care of the ordering.
Medium. Yeah. Did you guys do a lot of ordering for Deb?
A little.
Kevin is joining in late, and the stream is reduced to Dib's menu choices. Riveting entertainment.
We were talking about watches until 1 minute ago.
1 minute ago, Dibby still has the meat sweats. Okay, so once you get past Royal, once you get AP and lunch, where else do you guys go? What other brands do you see? What other things do you see that impresses the heck out of you?
We went to Watches of to Bucherer, the new Bucherer store, just a little bit. Saw some Moser, that was cool.
So Moser is cool. Okay, yeah. Anything else? Anything?
Moser stuck out for me.
Yeah.
At the Bucher store. We went to a Tourbillon store, which is like a multi-brand swatch store.
Mm-hmm.
Saw some Jacques Dro there, some other watches. I saw some looked at some Omegas. Some of the guys have seen the newer Omegas. I didn't get to see those ones. But going back to AP, so Wolfie, how likely are you to get an AP, you think? I mean, if they offer them to you, how likely are you to get one?
I'm a little unsure. I did like them again, right? Basically it's only the price point.
Yeah.
When they offer something, I'll have to figure out, is it worth it?
Right.
We'll see. I mean, I did like the diver. The one I really like is the Star Wheel, which I've never seen, but judging by videos and after seeing the code again,
Mm.
but it's very pricey. So
Detroit.
we'll see.
Detroit looks like he's all in. 100%
Nice.
likely.
Yeah.
Finney Dib was grinding the sales lady at Hublot. She was not having it.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the Hublot visit. I was having cigars.
Well, Amin, then so I'm curious where
Yeah.
you're going with this line of questioning because you asked Wolfie, how likely is he? How likely are you?
I was just thinking, a couple of our friends really like them, and to the point where a few of them have been scheduled.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm all the way there. I was expecting them to be very, very, very nice, and they lived up to it.
Yeah.
But for the prices and the hassle,
Yeah.
I don't think that I
Okay.
can get there.
Fair enough.
Mostly the prices. Honestly, the hassle doesn't bother me much. If the prices work for me, I'll go to the boutique in Boston and throw my hat in the ring and see what I could do. The diver, I like. I mean, I think the steel codes are pretty cool, but they're what, 26, 27
Oh wow, yeah,
for a steel 3-hander. I don't know if I can get there, but they're very, very nice watches for sure. At one point, the gold one was going around. The gold Royal Oak was going around, and Detroit Spartan said that he liked it better than one of the watches that he has incoming. And I was thinking about, I won't put his business out there, but what he has coming, I thought I like better than the Royal Oak in question. So, yeah, all super nice watches though.
Dib is denying any such behavior at Hublot. Hey, Cabby, how you doing? What's going on? Good to see you. Dibby gets a little grindy when he's in Vegas, huh? Maybe he does. Maybe. Amin, did you go with Dib to Hublot? Were you there as well for that?
I didn't make it into Hublot. I was getting pulled and pushed. My family's doing some shopping. I was trying to keep up with them too. So
sure, it seems like the only person who actually wanted to go to Hublot was probably Dib.
Dib loves Hublot. I like to look at a Hublot when I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike definitely didn't advocate for that visit.
Yeah. So before we go into were there any purchases made, is there anything else that you guys, anything else that you saw?
I wrote a little list so that I remembered whatever was super impressive to me. Armin's Urwerk, first time I saw it.
Yeah. So Amin, you brought the Urwerk and what? I'm sorry, Amin, you brought the Urwerk and what else?
I brought the Urwerk Portugueser. Okay. And the white dial Omega Diver 300M.
Okay. Go ahead, Wolfie.
Yeah, that was super impressive. Then the white gold Odysseus, first time I got a chance to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Super impressive. I mean, not cheap, but what a sports watch. I mean, incredible. Then, the APs we talked about, I like them a lot, some of them. And one more piece that impressed me way more than I thought was I don't know if one of you guys can pull it up. I didn't take a picture. Is the 8-day titanium Bulgari skeleton dial.
I can pull up a picture of that. I didn't take a picture of it.
We went to on the way back to the hotel from Wynn, I think, we went to a Bulgari boutique there, like a smaller one. I didn't even know really that it was there. I only know about another bigger one. And they had all the Octoromas, the white dial, gray dial, blue dial, the new ones that came out. All three, I like them a lot. Yeah,
this one. It, Wolfie? Yeah.
Yeah, this is it, yeah. And we tried the Octoromas with the quick change and everything. Very cool watches, as we all thought when they came out. But then they also had this one. Or I think he brought it from the back. And this one surprised me because I had no expectations.
Oh,
but this
that
one,
last shot.
is like it's absolutely toy-like in full titanium. It has no weight. But then you look down on your wrist, right? And there's all that stuff going on, like that machine. It's not really legible, right? You can't really read the time that much. But that combination, the feeling of having that weird nothingness on the wrist, and then you look down and it's all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
That was that was one of the biggest surprises I had in a while. It's not cheap.
That's it. That's interesting, Wolfie. That you're pointing this one out. So what's the likelihood? I mean, like, would you ever? Is this something you would consider?
It's not cheap, so
Yeah.
I'll have to really think about it. But I was, I'm really. I probably would spend some money on this. I'll have to check it out again. But yeah, like Mike said, it's
unless you want to know the time. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Then dips. I saw a Ming for the first time. I think was pretty much the first time.
Yeah.
I liked it much better than I thought it would.
Okay, cool.
That was cool. And then Dips GS was awesome. That very limited.
Oh, the dip from
the
Japan.
kind of like a snowflake dial on a different case. That was very cool.
Yeah, I had seen that one before, but this is Dibs. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's the first one in the United States.
Yeah, that was very cool.
This is the
that one from Dibs, the one you can only get on a tour, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
this is Dibby's wrist.
Yeah,
and you can see like some flyaway hair going on here.
Yeah,
a few of these jumping off.
It's like a force field of hair
in our house. Yeah,
there are a few like you can see them falling down the bracelet here. Actually, I think I see a couple over here on the table. A couple down here.
Well, look, I mean, in Dib's defense, right? Like, it just shows that he's got like really good circulation, right?
Yeah, true.
So he's got really. You're very vascular, Dib. That's the good news. We'll be the first one flipped in the United States. That's
also probably true.
That's funny. Okay. So then let's. Amin, anything else before we jump to the big question?
I mean, I glossed over that yellow gold Yachtmaster, but that was my first time seeing that one. That's definitely a cool one. I'm not sure if I like that better or the 40 millimeter rose, but weight was good. Yeah,
weight was good. Yeah,
felt nice.
Yeah. It's a really good looking watch. It's a really good looking piece.
Yeah.
It's now you're talking about it's like a close to a $40,000 watch now.
Is it that much?
I think it might be.
No. The Rolex fanboys can correct me, but I think it's closer to 30.
Closer to 30. Okay.
Around 30, low 30.
Still a lot. Still a lot.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's an Oyster Flex, right?
Yep.
Oyster Flex, and it's
so comfy.
3-hand and with a date. So I mean, like, you're not getting a complication with that, but I mean, it's still a beautiful watch, right? And that bezel is pretty darn cool too.
Yeah. Also, first time I seen it because I tried to see the yellow gold for many trips, and they never had the display model in yellow. But then Amin told me they had them, and for some reason I saw them at another store this trip too. So they finally got in.
Rick putting it out there for Dibby, you can come shed in Chicago anytime.
$29,200 is the retail in the US.
There you go.
What's going on, Bobby? You're laughing?
I'm just really trying to keep it together after Rick's comment. Oof. Okay.
Let it out.
No, it's okay.
Unhealthy.
Yeah.
Look, Rick likes beavers and shedding dibs.
Yeah.
A little dibby hair is good for the soul, he thinks. So hey, look.
Probably true.
Paul sending out the invite to Deb. Deb, you're invited in New Jersey. As well. We have a couple of black cats, so we won't know who the culprit is. Anyway. Okay. All right. So let's get to the to the question that everybody wants to know. Steve Timehill had put out the over under on 1.5. I took without a blink of the eye the over because I was like, there's no way you're gonna get all these watch addicts together. You're gonna have herd mentality. Everybody's gonna just push each other, and they're gonna start buying watches willy nilly. They're each gonna come out with one out of that trip to commemorate, have a great time, smoke a couple cigars, have a couple of mimosas, whatever those guys do. So, Amin, did you get a watch?
Got a Panerai strap. That was my got an orange rubber strap from the Beluso.
Okay, I know Dibby didn't get one. I know Wilson didn't get one. I know Detroit Spartan didn't get one. I know Mr. Finney did not get one. Wolfie, did you get one?
Only Katie.
Only Katie. So not even Katie, who I consider part of our little watch family, but is not, like an everyday participant like the four of us are, right? In conversations about watches, whether we message each other or whatnot in a daily basis. She's the only one that has the cojones to get a watch. What did she get? Well,
The Peli 39.
Beautiful watch. She's got quite the collection, man. I got to tell you.
She's got
Like,
a nice
I love her collection. I love her
Yeah,
collection.
we counted them today. She's at nine watches now.
Wow.
And 9 like really great watches, right?
Really
I
awesome
mean,
watches.
So okay, so
is that including the Rolexes that you wear sometimes, Wolfie?
No,
or no?
I don't wear them.
Yeah,
they're hers.
So she's got a Daytona. She's got a Sprite. Right?
No, the Sprite she didn't get. No, she has a Daytona,
a Datejust, right?
A Datejust, and a Yachtmaster.
And a Yachtmaster. She's got the Peli now. Man, I'm drawing a blank. What else does she have?
She has the Green Dragon. She has another Moser Booker edition.
Gold Panerai.
Gold Panerai she took from me. She has a Longines, a small one, and a Nomos.
Wow.
That should
be incredible. Nice. Incredible. That's awesome. Awesome. Good for her, man.
And then there was another new watch at that in Vegas that
yeah, we don't
right.
Wolfgang was so kind to give to my son Philip. Philip absolutely loves it. It's Mission to Philip's Anus.
Oh, Philip. So sorry.
Philip's an adult now.
So sorry.
He loves the watch, and it was a fantastic gift.
I guess it's kind of good that he likes
very,
it.
Very generous.
I'm not sure yet.
So doesn't that count as over? Katie watch has to count. And then Philip got a new watch in Vegas.
I guess technically it's the over, but I mean, it's not, it's
a hollow victory.
Yeah. It's like, it's a victory, but it's like, not the victory that we wanted. But we're happy to take it.
Well,
we're happy to take it.
In our defense, the watch world is kind of a little strange now for seasoned collectors like we are, right? They got all this no discount bullshit going. I asked, I said I might buy the Santos, right? But I definitely need a free strap. And he said, he'd have to ask management, right? So you just walk away without a sale, right? So it's changing. Some of the stores.
That's all you asked for? Is a strap? Throw on a strap?
Yeah, I knew that, that store doesn't discount Cartier, right? I know that other places you can get a little bit. So I said, if I go here, I definitely need an extra strap, just on, it's a principle. And then he tells me, well, he would have to ask management. It's unlikely. Okay, so you just walk away.
That's
and it's
so
kind
weird.
All these big stores, right? They have kind of just base inventory, right? The new stuff isn't there, and all the new releases basically weren't there, except in brand-owned boutiques. Like you see the new Omegas, still can't buy them, but at least you see them. So it's kind of like, what would people like us buy, right? I mean, we're not gonna, why would you buy something at a boutique where you could, at least get 10-15% off elsewhere?
Yeah.
So it kind of gets, it's not like 2 years ago. It's it seems like all these people don't even want to sell, or they don't even, back then they tried to make the sale happen right that day, right? They knew if I let them out the door,
Yep.
might never come
Yep.
back. But now it's kind of like some of them just shrug, right? I'm not allowed to discount. I was told the No Time to Die, the Omega, which I like, that Chaz got. It's an awesome watch, but because it's a Bond watch, there's no discount, and then okay, that's $3,000 under retail, available immediately, right? So it's weird.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we're
fair
not
enough.
total losers. We're only like, just a little bit of losers.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm still losers, but
Does having a watch connection like Moda and some really shrewd buying make it less enjoyable?
because you don't get that boutique experience then, right? If you're hyper focused on like buying online or Facebook groups or
Steve's
groups.
making a good point, right?
Yeah.
Because it's always fun, like what you guys were expecting, and I thought it might happen. That's kind of like, there's a group, maybe all 4 or 5 people, they all find something, they buy it, they get the appreciation and get a nice
The big
discount.
fat discount, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what it would have been like. 2 years ago, we would have walked in there and they would have tried to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
But you have all that stuff in the background that the pre-owned market doesn't hold up to all these. The prices are much higher now.
Yeah.
They keep raising prices basically through the board, wherever you look, whatever brand, prices went up, whatever, 10, 20, 25%. And then, they don't even give me a strap.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
I think right. If the smart money is probably, well, let me take that back. I don't know. I'm more likely to search online, and try to get a better deal. I'm past the phase where I need to buy every watch new. I'm fine in the secondary because I know that it takes a hit in value. So searching online satisfies a certain kind of hunt. There's nothing that will ever replace going to an AD or a boutique and experiencing watches in the flesh, being surprised by something that you would have never even thought about, right? And that's what is left out, because like, why am I gonna go to these boutiques, right, and these ADs when I know I'm not gonna get a discount? So why am I gonna go there in the first place? And Steve is showing his is that your Omega?
Yeah.
Is that what you?
Yeah, no, I went to the boutique. I was thinking originally Seamaster or Aquaterra, and they brought this out from the back, and I was like, wow. I love the kind of classy look to it.
Yeah.
At the same time, it still has all the full functions of a diver. So yeah, gimme the instant. Like, I fell for it, and and they said, oh, you know what? We can make this happen today. We'll give you, and this was at a Omega boutique. I think they gave me 10% off, maybe 15. It's like 5-6 years now, but
yeah,
it was granted, I probably could have paid a little less somewhere else, but I got a discount. I got the full boutique experience. I got wowed by something in person that I had never seen before. So there was a lot. That was a good experience.
Yeah.
I don't care about the boutique experience, champagne, water, coffee, whatever. But I do like being able to walk into a store and see watches.
Yeah.
So
and seeing something that you would have never even considered, and now you might now.
That
right?
too, or look at a couple things I'm considering and see what they really look like in person. Like I'll pay somewhat extra to have these kind of places around, so they exist.
Yeah.
But when the difference in price is pretty big, it's hard to do that.
Bruno saying no one says Bukhara better than Wolfie. I probably just even made it worse, didn't I?
It was so bad. It was
yeah.
pretty accurate.
Can you say it one more time for Bruno?
Buchera.
There you go. Mr. G, wow, I love the stream. Hey, we love you. Keith is saying I saw Moonswatch for the first time over the weekend and I liked it. Let's see here. Let's catch up. Boutique experience is overrated in my opinion. I hate the game, says Rick. Keep the champagne, Mike says, and give me 20% off. I love my money in my account better than a glass of bubbly, and some salespersons fake laughing their way to a commission. Price is everything. Thank you, Neo, for the super chat. Service is for suckers. The Honorable AC3. Okay, thank you, Neo. Appreciate it. Yeah, value discount. Went to the boat show years ago with our neighbors and bought 5-way runners for a great discount. See, that's how you do it, right?
Yeah, that's. I feel like like I said a few years ago, that was a possibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it feels like they don't even. I can't really explain it. I mean, I don't see them selling a boatload of watches. We didn't have that experience, right, Amin?
Yep.
It wasn't like when we were in any of these stores, there were people buying left and right. It wasn't like that at
For
all.
sure, no.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, like, wow, that's incredible to hear.
It's just I can't be sure, but I feel like all these salespeople, right? They're like in chains from management. They can't make it happen.
Yeah.
Because
my local place, Dib came to my favorite local AD, and when you just look at a watch and then the first thing they say is, I'll make you a nice deal on that, or I'll give you a good price on that. It's
yeah. I like to hear that. I
think maybe my place is one of the last of that kind.
Well, I mean, Vegas is probably one of the worst cities, right? With these big stores and big chains, Watches of Switzerland, Bucherer and stuff. But it would have been fun, but it's really you just can't make it happen,
Yeah.
We all know too much.
Yeah.
I'm willing to, like Amin, I'm probably willing to spend even more than he is on top of. I'd like to do what Steve does with the Omega, right? If there's something that I like, I'd like to buy it there, but you have to lower the spread a little to what I know the market value is, and you have to come my way a little.
Yeah.
And if you tell me because it's a Bond watch, I don't care if it's a Bond watch. I know what the market value is. So.
Yeah.
And when that market value difference is over 30%, you just can't ignore it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets to a point where, like, okay, yeah, I mean, and for me, it's even a little. Maybe I'm used to it. Maybe I'll change in the next years, but I'm just used to it to get a little something, right? I never bought a car without the guy giving me a little something. So
yeah. Hey, Peppy These Nuts, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin S., an enjoyable part of the hobby for me is going to a boutique where they know me and treat me well. Can just hang out and talk watches. I blame brands for stonewalling their authorized dealer. You guys have the same sense of humor I have. I love it. And most importantly, boys always stay sexy. Okay.
Mr. GMT is a great guy. Love him. Know him from a few other places. Glad to see you here, brother.
Oh, glad to see you too, Mr. GMT. Hey, Bruno, the Breitling outlet store near me closed. I hear it was because Breitling is no longer discounting. That's a shame. That's a bummer. Local
Breitling at retail is a bummer.
Yeah, that's true. Local family-owned ADs are it for me. Yeah.
Macy's treated me very well on this watch.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I got probably, I don't know, 60-70% off in the outlet.
I mean, I was really surprised when I went to Macy's to buy like a Samurai, a Seiko Samurai, and they were like, oh, we can discount that like another 20-30% off for you. And I was like, oh,
nice.
They were just throwing that out there. I was like, oh, this is a pretty nice watch. I kind of like it. And they're like, oh. I was like, oh, Sure.
I mean, I don't think they get commission behind the counter there, right? So they're just like, hey, 20-30% off. Sure, if you want to, what do they care?
Yep.
They probably liked you, and that was it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's it's a little strange now.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, it sounded like you guys had a blast, and that's all that matters. And getting together with members of the community is always a fun thing to do. And I look forward to seeing you guys at Watch Time this year for sure. I mark it down on my calendar. It's 4 or 5 months away, or however long. It's 7 minus 10. 4 months, 3 months. I'm just 3 or 4 months away, whatever it is.
It's about 3.
Yeah.
I mean, this was way more about seeing our friends than
Yeah.
the watches. And watch time is both, right? You know, amazing to see friends, but also like a ton of watches you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve saying, I want to go to Vegas, yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve,
Yep.
I told him.
Maybe, I think you
Come on over. I think he's coming to New York.
Yeah. Paul saying, I think a few brands saw a false dawn and fake second wind. Whoops. Guy at Macy's tried to sell me a lifetime battery changes with the Seiko turtle I bought years ago. Now that is service. Neo, are we not going to discuss favorite ship? I don't think these, I mean, these guys are old guys, man. You know, and
Oh. It's nothing to do with age.
When was the last time you went to a Vegas strip joint?
Well, I've never been to any strip
So
joint.
there you go. And it's not because it's because you know why. You know why.
I just never thought they appeal, but yeah, we can't really discuss much there, except maybe Amin hit out in the night when I wasn't there. I don't know.
Not me. Maybe Philip headed out in the middle of the night.
Philip,
I don't
maybe,
know.
yeah.
Maybe Philip and Dibby.
As far as I know, Dibby didn't leave the condo.
Dibby is a prime suspect. He tried steak, he tried sushi. Who knows what else he tried during Vegas?
Hey, did he try to get you to eat some chutney, Wolfgang?
It wasn't anywhere, where he could have tempted me.
Mr. Boomer getting all riled up after not receiving his senior discount. Fingers wagging at all.
No.
Did he getting carded? That's funny. Well, yeah. Anyway, well, I'm happy to get you guys came on to do the recount. Steve, thank you for kicking off the show for me. Ran a little late, getting the daughter down to sleep, but she went down, and I'm here. And chat, as always, great job. Any final thoughts before we call it a night, guys? Steve, Wolfie, Amin?
No, it's great being here.
Yeah, I got to make it to Vegas one of these days, Wolfie. I've never been to Vegas. Never been to Vegas.
Never been?
Never been to Vegas,
Wow.
and I got to make it out there.
When's your reveal gonna be, Rob? You teased a watch reveal?
Oh yeah, I'll probably just do like another late night stream tomorrow with an unboxing.
And so this is 3 this month?
Yeah, but this is all scheduled, right? This is these are all scheduled purchases, Most I would say with the exception of the Black 58, the other two were for mostly channel stuff. But I gotta tell you, that Seiko Solar Chrono, I really, really like.
That's a cool watch.
I just bought a strap for it. It came in. It's a leather racing strap, and it looks awesome on it. Probably just gonna.
Can you show us?
Oh well, I'll show it tomorrow. I mean,
okay.
I have it. It's upstairs. And the other watch, I am pretty enamored with it. The color is phenomenal. So we'll talk about it more tomorrow night. I think I'll do like I already unboxed it. I'll do like a kind of like a first impressions now after 24 hours sinking in, kind of how I feel about it anyway. But excited to do that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Friday night, another stream. Hopefully we'll get Wolfie on there again and some of you guys there as well. and have a good night. See you then. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, folks.